Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series, we are on our very last class on how to do performance appraisals. We're going to try to take everything we've learned and we're going to put them together into one big simulation. You are going to give appraisals to two companies based on their performance. Hopefully you had a chance to look at the profiles yesterday, but we'll do a quick review before we begin. Okay, before we start, a little bit about me. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. 3 quick rules to help you participate. Turn off, tune in, and open up. Turn off your microphone so we can keep the classroom quiet. Tune in to the new words and expressions. That means use them actively so I can correct you, and that way you'll learn. And finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And now I'm going to put on screen the material for you in just a second. Just waiting for my little app to load here. Give me just a second and we'll get started. And I'm going to start by going to our map of the unit, and I'll show you how you can use it during the activity that we're going to do right now. Give me just a second. Oh, sorry, still loading something here. One moment. And let's see if this is working. There we go. Got it. There we go. Okay, so welcome back, Sergio, and Carolina as well. And Aika, nice to have you again, everyone. I'm going to share my screen with you. When you open the material, you know you're in the right place because you'll see this. You can find it below the video window. There's the link in the public chat. And here is the link in our group chat. There you go. And today, let's take a look at, we're going to open our 4th presentation. Let's start with a quick summary. In class 9, that was yesterday, on the 11th of March, what did we do? Well, we began our case study for the unit. We began with a profile of 2 companies with performance issues. So what? Why was that important? Well, now you know about inside, outside, and 360-degree evaluations. Now that you know them and you've got some key language, we're going to try to do inside and outside evaluations using some of the key phrases you've learned. Now what? Well, yesterday I sent you homework 3, or I told you about it. So if there's any questions, we'll go over that. And I also asked you to reread the profiles of the companies for our appraisal today. Okay, but we'll do a little review if you haven't done it. And if you weren't in the previous classes, don't worry. You can come and go as you like. These are basically conversation classes. I do them in a sequence, okay? But you can catch up really quickly even if you weren't here. Okay, so let me just show you one thing before we get started, which is our map. And I want to just quickly show you how I've summarized the rules from the 3rd homework. And I'll show you also how to use the map during the speaking activity we're going to do in about 3 minutes from now. So when you open the map, you'll see a connected app, Mine Mup. If you don't have it, go to Connect More Apps and open it, because right now it's still a work in progress, so you have to open the application. And when it opens, take a look at what we have. Everything you need to do this activity is already there for you. I've taken notes on all of the activities we've done, and I've put the notes in this form. Let's take a look. Give me just a second. There we go. To open the map, click on a node, click the F button, and it'll open like this. So in homework 3, you had to work on conditionals, just like we did in Monday's class, or was it Tuesday's class? So I've summarized the rules for you. Here you can see Third conditionals for past actions. Mixed conditionals look like third conditionals, but they deal with the present result. So it's a mixture of the third and the second conditional. If you don't know what those are, we'll go over it in a minute, okay? And then perfect modals. That just means a conditional without the if. So let's look at an example of each. If I had studied harder, I would have passed then. Third conditional. If I had studied harder, I would be an expert now. That's mixed because it has if I had studied with not would have, but just would without the have. So it shifts from the past to the present. Finally, you can get rid of the if. I don't have an example of this, but I can tell you. Let's see, we could say, well, you might have, oh, I do have an example there at the bottom. You might have told me about it sooner. You might have told me about the exam sooner. Now I'm giving you criticism related to the past. You might have told me. Okay? For this activity we're going to do, I'd also suggest you look at the key expressions, and you can open them up as we go along by clicking the F button. So click on Asking About Performance, and you'll get an expression. What do you consider were your successes or failures? As an example. Okay, so I'll leave that here, and we'll go back to it if we need to. But remember, you can open that yourself by going to the material, clicking on Map, and opening it in your computer, and leaving it open, just referring to it when you need it. Okay, just quickly, did anyone do the homework, or does anyone have any questions about the homework that I mentioned yesterday? Any questions about it? No questions? Are we cool? Did you have a chance to do this, Anna Carolina?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I just want to make sure that everything was clear. Okay, so you can do it on your own time, and if you have questions, let me know, either in class or if you want, you can send me a message. Okay? So this is a summary of Tuesday's class, but it's quite important. And the summary of it is here in the mind map. Okay, if there's no questions, let's go on to our performance appraisal. There's no questions about the homework. Yesterday, we read about two companies, Maximuscle Sports Nutrition and Innocent Drinks Fruit Smoothies. Both of these companies had some issues, and we had to try to think of a solution. So what we're going to do is do a performance appraisal of both companies and select one that we're going to invest in. We're a venture capital startup. Our name is the Verbling Initiator, or the Verbling Incubator. So that means that we give money to companies and we help them grow. And the four of us, and the other, the other people who may or may not return, we've got some people that are not in here yet, they might be joining us. We're going to do an appraisal and then make a decision at the end which company we're going to follow and invest in. So, was anybody not here yesterday? So, Sergio, you were here. Jose, you were here. Aika, I think you were here as well. Anna Carolina, I don't remember if you were here yesterday. I don't think you were. Anna Carolina, were you here in yesterday's class?
I don't remember what time the class was.
Always the same time. Always the same hour.
I don't remember, sorry.
Okay, so did you read these profiles already? Has everyone read the profiles on slides 2 and 3? Because if not, we need to go over them together quickly.
No.
Okay. So let's do a quick review, okay? We're going to read through these really quickly because this is just a review of yesterday. Afterwards, I'm going to ask you two main questions to identify the strengths and the challenges of each company. And then we're going to move on to do the actual appraisal, performance appraisal. That means we're going to have a meeting as a group and decide what areas could be improved and whether or not we think there could be an improvement. Maybe we think it's not a very hopeful situation. Then we will weigh up the pros and cons and decide which company we're going to invest in. All right? So let's do a quick review of the companies. Quick review. I want 2 readers for each. Okay? So what do you think? Can I get...
Okay.
Who wants it? Sergio?
Sérgio.
Me too, teacher.
Okay, so Sergio, you do the left half, and Carolina, you do the right half, and then we'll get 2 readers for the next company. Go ahead, Sergio.
Okay. Maximum Muscle Sport Nutrition. The owner wrote a bestseller about which products help build muscle and burn fat. 24,000 copies were sold, and this capital was used to finance the company. The Warner's knowledge in gym instruction, nutrition, and health led to his own brand products being created, focusing on quality and not price. Approximately €75 per Maximuscle product. Food technologists and doctors were consulted, so it was ensured that product worked, tasted, and looked good. The company was so confident in the brand and that a make money back guarantee was offered to customers.
Okay, there you go. So this is the story of Maxi Muscle. What kind of product is it, Sergio? In a word, what kind of product is it?
It's a nutrition food.
Okay.
That used for those wanna gain performance.
To enhance performance.
Enhance performance and burn fat.
There you go. Okay, and Anna Carolina, you called it a supplement. Okay, so that's true too. It's a supplement, a food supplement. And supplement, by the way, 2 P's in supplements, by the way. Okay, Anna Carolina, can you continue on the right side?
Yes, thank you. After highly successful trade and I will get started again. After highly successful trade and internet sales, the company opened its own retail outlets, but too much time and money was spent on running shops and managing personnel, and not enough on promoting the brand. The idea was later scrapped. The next important step was finding a reliable, trustworthy supplier. A small health food chain was chosen, which was able to build a trusting and loyal customer base. Steady growth took place, but problems arose when athletes started blaming the product for poor performance and positive drug tests.
Right. So they're blaming. Why would they blame this supplement for positive drug tests? That part is yeah. Go ahead.
Because someone was caught in a drug test.
Maybe they were caught and they're trying to cover it up. Sure.
Yes.
But also, sometimes certain supplements or vitamins or whatever could create a false positive. So this product apparently shows up. It doesn't mean it's got drugs in it. It just means that it makes it look like you might be taking something. So that's a bit of a problem. Or it could just be that they're covering something up and blaming the product. Who knows? Okay? So everyone, think about the strengths and think about the challenges for a moment. Let's read the next one. Let me get 2 more readers. Who else is going to read?
Me?
Go for it. Can you do the left? And we need a reader for the right side, too.
Me.
Me is
Yes,
Sylvia?
Sylvia. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Rebecca, you start us off. This is our second company. Are you ready, Rebecca?
Sorry, I don't understand. What? Me? Now?
I thought you volunteered to read.
Yes, but I didn't hear nothing, so I thought no.
Let me get out my start gun and I'll fire it. Okay, ready? Go for it.
The first paragraph.
Yeah, the left side.
Okay, after many
The left side.
sorry. The idea for fruit smoothies came from the owners realizing they had a bad diet and there was no time for healthy eating in their busy lives. They had no experience in the drinks industry. They created the drinks themselves, mixing different fruits together and trying their
Oh, we had this word yesterday. Come on, Rebecca, remember. Yesterday we did it.
no, I didn't. Concoctions. Concoctions.
There you go.
Concoctions out on friends. They started their business unconventionally offering free smoothies at a jazz festival and getting customers to put the empty cups in buckets labeled yes or no. Yes meant they should quit their well-paid jobs and produce smoothies for a living. The yes vote won and they left their jobs in the same week.
Okay, so is that clear what they did, Rebecca? What was their experiment? Was that clear? They were doing basically test marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And in concoctions also. Let's clarify that word. That's true. Can anyone give an example of a concoction? We defined it yesterday, but not all of you were here. So what is a
concoction?
Concoction.
Concoction. Okay.
Okay, so let's define that word, class. Give an example or a definition for concoction, somebody.
It's a mixture?
A mixture. A normal mixture or an
No,
unusual mixture?
actually, unusually, without a recipe. Just what comes in your mind, you put in there.
Some crazy mixture of things is a concoction. All right.
Okay.
And okay, let's read the rest and we'll talk about it. So Sylvia, continue.
Yes. After many months of no income and increasing costs and debts, they managed to secure funding from a business.
Wait. Sorry. They what?
They managed.
Menaged?
Managed? Yes. No.
No.
Managed?
Ménage à trois?
No.
No. So switch the stress. The stress is on the first syllable.
Yeah.
Managed.
Managed.
That's right. That's it.
Managed to secure funding from a business angel. It wasn't easy to convince people about the products. It was made from fresh juice, not concentrated, contained no preservatives, so
Right.
was difficult to distribute efficiently and was therefore relatively expensive. €3 for 250 milliliters. Milliliters. Okay.
Right.
The biggest argument against the drinks was their high cost and short
You see, class, I can be difficult with Sylvia because she's special, right, Sylvia?
Yeah.
I can't let you get away with words that I've corrected you on in the past.
High
That's yeah.
cost.
Yeah.
and short shelf
But that's not
life.
right. The GH is silent. Say it again. The GH is silent, Sylvia.
Short,
No, in HIGH, the GH is silent. So read it as if it's HI. Like chow.
height cost,
Yeah, but you're adding an extra sound, Sylvia. High cost.
high cost. Ah, okay. High
Just like,
cost,
hi, how are you? High cost.
and short shelf life, and distributors were not interested. The biggest argument for the drinks was their freshness and I can read here.
Slogans. Packaging and clever
Packaging.
slogans.
Slogans, cool looking bottles.
Okay, that's it. Those are two companies. Now, let's identify their strengths and weaknesses. What are the main strengths of each company? Okay, so we've got Maxi Muscle and Innocent Drinks. Okay, so Aika, let's start with you. Can you tell me a strength of one of the companies? Aika? Aika, are you there? Hello, Aika?
Yes.
There you go.
Hi.
Give me one strength for one of the companies. What would you say? Give me one. In other words, what makes one of the companies a good investment? There's good reasons and there's bad reasons. Give us one good reason about one of the companies, in your opinion, Aika. What do you think?
I don't know. No.
You want to venture a guess? You can guess as well. There's no right or wrong. It's just your opinion. If you had $1 million, let's say you had $1 and you wanted to make $1 million. Which company would you give your money to, Aika?
To smoothie company.
Okay, there must be a reason. Why?
Because I think it's healthier than this. I don't know what was the name, muscle product.
The other one is Maxi Muscle, the supplements.
Yeah, Maxi Muscle, the supplement.
Okay, so that is a strength, Aika. That's a good example. That's a strength of Innocent Drinks. It's healthier for us. So it will appeal to the public because it's healthier. Okay, I think that's a good example. Okay, Jose, what would you say? That was one strength of Innocent Drinks. Could you think of what?
One strength about the what company?
Either.
For example, one strength about sports nutrition could be the owner knowledge in gym instruction, nutrition, and health.
The owner's knowledge?
Yes.
They
had a big knowledge about gym nutrition, Maxi Muscle.
Oh, Maxi Muscle, got it, right, okay. So, Maxi Muscle, the issue there is the owner know-how. Good word, know-how.
Know-how, okay.
That's right. So it means that it's experience that is turned into knowledge. Experience that's turned into knowledge is know-how.
They had know-how.
Yeah, that's it. They had the know-how. Okay, class, did Innocent Drinks have know-how about the drinks industry? From what you read, class, did Innocent Drinks, the smoothie company?
No. They had know-how about gym and something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't their thing. They were doing other jobs. So that is a challenge. One of the challenges here is that they lack what? They lack what?
Experience on this area.
That's it. And again, Carolina, you can speak. You don't have to write everything. So I'm going to put Smooth drinks, SD is for smooth drinks in the chat window. They lack experience. Okay? Hello, Anna Carolina. I'm calling on you. I'm calling on you, Anna Carolina. Are you there? Anna Carolina?
Yes.
Okay. I'm calling on you. Tell me one challenge that Maximuscle faces. What do you think?
People have been spreading out the accusations about their products.
Yeah,
They've
that's
been
yeah.
they've been uh, they've been saying that the products are not effective, and um, and it produces false drug test results.
Yeah, what we call false positive. False
False
positive
positive. False
results.
positive test.
That's right. For the drug tests, false positives. Okay, good. That's it. But you don't have to wait for me to call on you. You can speak anytime you want. All I want is that we don't have all of our microphones on at the same time, because sometimes it gets very loud. Just that. Let's say hello to Ibec. Ibec, are you back? Hello, Ibec?
Yes, yes, I am.
There we go. Okay, so Ibec, would you add anything to what was said before? We've talked about some strengths and some challenges for both companies. Like Maximuscle has a challenge in its reputation. Reputation is an issue for them. People are spreading rumors. They may be true, but they're probably not. And what's the other one? Innocent Drinks is facing a problem with a lack of experience. On the plus side, we mentioned Innocent Drinks is a healthy product, so it's easy to sell. Maximuscles is run by people who have a lot of experience, so they have a lot of know-how. Okay? So, Ibec, would you add anything else? Are there any other strengths or challenges that we've missed about either product?
Unfortunately, no, because I missed some of idea, but
Oh, okay.
about strength of any company, I agree. Reputation is the most important part, which could affect to reputation of company.
Absolutely. So if we decide to invest in that company, what can we do? Remember, the problem is there's a rumor that the products are, I think it was, they were ineffective. Let me just take a look. The last paragraph here in Maximuscle.
Ineffective.
Yeah, okay. So they're having poor performance and they're blaming the product. Right? So, Ibec, what would you say we could do in general if we decide to invest in that company? Give me one thing we might do to help rebuild the reputation.
To rebuild reputation of company, company has to change his program to make they need to make products healthy and better and very comfortable for people.
Okay? By the way, just a point here. You can't say his products because companies are not masculine. They're neither. So rather than say his products, what should we say? Not his products, but it's a thing. We've got he, she, and it. Not his products. Its products, right. Take a look in the chat window. So the company has to change its products in some way. Okay, that's one thing they could do. They could definitely change the products. They could also change their image. And that's a little easier to do, maybe. A little easier to change the image. Both are acceptable. All right. Now that we've got a few ideas, we're going to move forward here. Don't forget yesterday, our expert view. There are two ways of doing evaluations. inside out and outside in. Inside out is your peers and colleagues, and it goes up and down the hierarchy of the company. Outside in is your suppliers and all the support and connections that your company has. Together, that equals a 360-degree feedback, I guess, because it's everyone. So outside in is more about the stakeholders. Keep in mind about that kind of evaluation, because we're going to do an evaluation or an appraisal right now. And we might want to think about how to get better feedback. So let's move forward here. Choose one of the companies. You are going to discuss how the company can improve its current situation, evaluate the performance of the company and its approach, and decide what you would advise the company to do now. Present your evaluation. Well, we're going to do this as a class, I think. We're going to look at each company in turn. We're going to evaluate the performance, and we're going to advise the company what to do. As we do this, you can always go back to your mind map, which you will find here on page, whoops, tell you in a second, page 4. If you want to open it, you go to page 4. When you open it, it looks like this. And you can use these key expressions proactively. If you want to review them, they're there. Our key words I'll be looking for as we do this are above. So we had keywords like development tool, assessment criteria, peer rating. These are all things that you want to use actively. These are things you've learned in the past 8 or 9 classes, and they're all there for you to review. So you might want to open this in the background and try to use these exact expressions and keywords as you're doing the appraisal. It's a good way to get it into your memory quickly. Okay? So let's try it. Let's try it. If we were going to have a meeting, I might say something like this. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming out today. As you know, we're here to decide which company we're going to invest in. We are Verbling Internet Incubator, and we give money, venture capital money, to startups and money to companies that we believe in. And we have companies, 2 companies here that have been having some problems. What we're going to do is decide which horse we're going to bet on in the race. Which one do you think we have? Which one has a better chance of being successful? We're going to invest in that company, and when they get back on their feet, we are going to get a percentage of their profits. So it's going to be good for us. Okay? That's our job. So let me just make sure that's clear. Sylvia, what kind of company are we? The people in this room having the meeting. What kind of company are we? What's our job again? Just so I know it's clear to everyone.
No, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
That's the point. Sergio, what kind of company are we? Just to be clear.
Yeah, we are a company. We look for investments that
yeah.
Investments company. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're business angels, maybe. It's a word we saw in the text earlier. Business angels. Or you could say we're venture capital. Venture capital. Capital. Or, yeah. That's what we do. We invest. Okay? Now, if you need to review the companies, just go back to slide 7 and 6, and you can review anything you need to review. Okay, so you might want to have this open in your computer. All right, so let's start, class. Sorry, team. We're a company. Let's start with Maxi Muscle. I'll leave the text on the screen, I guess. And what I want you to know, I want to know from you, are your assessment of the performance. Look at the history. Tell me your assessment, and as a group, we're going to brainstorm ideas. Then we'll do the same for innocent drinks. At the end, we'll make a decision. Okay? So, Anna Carolina, you mentioned they have a poor reputation, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So if we were going to invest in this company, what would your advice be to fix that problem? Ibeck earlier
Okay.
said we could improve the product, but I wonder if we should focus on the image. What do you think?
I am with you. We should focus on the image. Uh, well, sports nutrition is always a promising field, and it could be a great idea to change the label
Its
and the
label?
name
Okay, yeah.
its label to change its label. Sorry, and its name to make up that they are a new company
Hmm. So
and
we need
and spread
a catchier name that shows that it's new and innovative or something like that?
to make up that they are a new company, other company,
Oh, I see. So what
and
you want to create a new brand identity.
yes, a new brand identity
Ah, okay.
and spread a lot of advertisements, spread a lot of advertisements and turn a new leaf with same products, just by changing the labels and change its labels and its name.
Okay, good. By the way, not spread, just do. Do a lot of advertising, I should say. Do a lot of advertising.
Okay, do a lot of advertisement.
Yeah, I said advertisement, but I should have said advertising. Do a lot of advertising. It's a typo. I cannot
Okay,
speak and type at the same time.
all right.
Okay. Rebecca, what do you think? I know you have a lot of experience with sports nutrition. You're a very active person. What do you think about Anna Carolina's idea of giving them a new brand identity and focusing on the image and really marketing the product with this new identity? I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna cost a lot though. But what do you think?
Well, that would be a good idea. It's like start a new product, you know. So doing everything around the product to sell it, to get to the target. New image, new ideas about it. It's like
By the
that.
way, instead of start, we would say launch. It's like launching a new product.
That was the word I was looking for. The other day I read it, and now I couldn't remember it. Yeah,
Mhm.
lunch. Yeah.
Launch. It's it. Anna Carolina, what do you think? You disagree?
Yes, I beg to differ. They don't have to do a new product to make a new product. It's not necessary because they already consulted consulted doctors
Consulted.
and
Consulted.
consulted cons,
Consulted.
consulted
There's no
doctors
ooh. Oh,
con,
consulted.
consulted. They
That's it.
already consulted doctors and food technologists, so the products are good. Uh, they just have to change to change its rapport.
To change the
Rapport.
rapport? What do you mean
Yes,
rapport?
reputation, rapport, relationship,
Reputation.
and
Reputation.
also relationship between the company and customers.
Okay, so it's rapport. The pronunciation. Rapport with the market or with the customer. Rapport.
Rapport,
That's it.
rapport.
Okay, very good. I think that Rebecca agrees with you. I think she was saying it's like launching a new product, not actually creating a new product. I think you both agree on that. Um, okay, so Jose, what do you think, in your opinion, if we're going to give it a new brand identity? Do you think it'll be too expensive? I mean, for
Yes, I think it's too expensive. One area I'd like to mention is marketing area. I think that they should have put more money in this area.
okay, so if we invest, do you think that'll
Yes.
be too costly for us, or do you think that we'll get a good enough return? So you want us to
Uh,
focus on marketing, right?
Possibly in the future, the investment could be returned.
That's true. So we call that ROI, the rate of return. Is that? Oh, sorry, not rate. The return on
The
investment.
return on investment.
ROI or ROI, return on investment. Look at the chat window,
Okay,
investment.
I'm
And
looking the chat window.
there you go.
Roy.
So the ROI or ROI, say ROI. The ROI might be worthwhile because we're going to spend a lot of money, but we're going to be able to get it back. The ROI might be quite high because I think there's a pretty big market for sports stuff like this. I think it could work. Anna Carolina, aren't pyramid schemes illegal? Aren't they illegal?
No, it's
No?
not illegal. No, Amway has this kind of a
Amway's very
scheme.
controversial, though. There's a lot of bad press about Amway. It's controversial in the United States.
But it's legal.
I don't know. I'm not sure because the word pyramid scheme means that you've broken the law, right? I mean, that's what the word means. Whether or not what a company does is a pyramid scheme is another thing. I don't know anything about Amway. I don't know anything about them, but I know they have bad press. I know that.
What's the name of the Amway scheme?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about the company. I just know in the press, especially when I was a kid, there was a lot of negative press about them. That's all I know. I don't know anything about the products or anything. But something like a pyramid scheme could work. We just have to call it something different. That's really the thing. It's just a name. We can't use the word pyramid scheme because it's I don't know. I don't have a suggestion right now. It has a really bad connotation. Let's come back to sports nutrition in just a minute. I want to give a little bit of time. To innocent drinks as well. And I've got a good example here. Do you mind if I give you a quick example? I don't mean to talk so much, but do you mind I give you one quick example? No, go right ahead. Okay. Who here likes ice cream? Aika, do you like ice cream?
Yes, I do.
Do you know Ben & Jerry's?
I'm sorry?
Do you know Ben & Jerry's?
Yes. It's really good ice cream.
When I was, how old was I? 19 or 18? I think I was 18. I was at my university, and in my little after-university activity club, we had these little clubs, and the door opened one day, and two fat men came into the room and threw ice cream at us, and their names were Ben and Jerry, and this was 1992, I think. It was 1992, first year of university, and they were at the university because they had graduated from the university without ever attending the university. They had done a correspondence course. Before the internet, people they could do their education through the mail. And they took a course on ice cream making through the university, through the mail, because it was cheaper than going to the university. They graduated from the course, little course, And now they're a worldwide global business worth $1 billion. And they're an activist business. They do really try to promote sustainable products. They used to have a great product, which I don't know if they have anymore, called Rainforest Crunch. Yum, Rainforest Crunch. For every pint of ice cream you bought, there was some donation to help the Amazon to stop logging and things like that. I don't know if they still have that. I haven't seen it in Europe anyway. It reminds me of innocent drinks. Because what I'm thinking of, class, guys, business angels, is just because they lack experience, maybe that's the very thing they need to succeed. Because these two hippies in New York, right, they were so enthusiastic about what they were doing, and they dared to do things that no one else would do. The big ice cream companies weren't going to touch these other issues. But because it's not healthy, but because it was so environmentally friendly, the public responded. It tasted great, and it was for a good cause. And they really, they got a big following. So I think this company, their lack of experience for me is not a problem. What do you think? That's my example. What do you think about their main challenge, which is the lack of experience?
Hard to say. Okay, maybe in this case it was not a problem. Maybe if it's a really good idea, what it's some kind special idea. For example, the smoothies. I don't know if any other company exists with the smoothies, or some like Ben and Jerry ice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any franchise for smoothies. There probably is. I just don't know. Does anyone know? Is there competition in the smoothie market? Business angels, do you know?
I'm pretty sure not in Europe.
I can't think of any. Yeah, I can't think of any.
So it was really great idea. So that means maybe this lack of experience is not such a big problem.
Could be.
And if
Okay.
it's in good time when people are thinking more about life, to be more healthy and blah blah blah, then
Right.
smoothies are really great thing. And then this lack of experience, it's not a big deal. But if it's something what is maybe already on mark, but it's still it's a little bit different, then lack of experience can kill. So the idea.
So well, one thing they have is that yeah, that's the point. They don't last forever. So this has to be a product that's made like on demand, can't be stored. But one thing about what you were saying is the idea is they've got a way to get people's attention because of their packaging, right? So the marketing in a way they've already thought about. The problem is it's an on-demand product, and yeah, and you're right, Anna Carolina. So
yeah, but this okay. What did you not? Yeah, but this can be also not only disadvantage. It's also advantage because if they are always fresh, that means they are without preservatives and so on. They are not somehow
yeah, processed, not
processed. Yeah, exactly.
And the word is advantageous.
Advantages.
Advantageous.
Advantageous.
That's it. That's it. Sylvia, what would you say here about the fact that it's an on-demand product? Do you think we could use that to our advantage and this company could grow? Do you think that's going to be the thing that really blocks us? Because, for example, in Italy, if I were to open a innocent drinks in Pisa, do I have any problems getting fresh fruit?
No, I
What
don't
if
think so.
what if I open it in Finland?
Yes, maybe you have some problems
Yeah, that's the thing.
there.
I just wonder if it could be. That doesn't mean we have to open it in every country in the world, or not right away. So, what do you think? In terms of our investment, is this a wise investment?
No, it's restricted only to some countries.
So you would advise us against it?
Yes.
Well, class, let's take our what we've been talking about. Let's take our appraisal, our performance appraisals, and see if we can make a decision. Okay? So let's go around the room. You decide which company we're going to invest in and why. Okay? So Sergio, which one is the stronger of the two for you?
Well, for me, maximum muscle, because we
Okay.
have already good reputation, and maybe we just have to.
We have a bad reputation for Maxi Muscle. Bad reputation right now.
But actually, in the beginning, this company had really good reputation
Okay.
from the market, and that's why this product was approved by doctors, and so maybe now they had a issue that maybe we can work or can overcome with marketing strategies.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
because this is not really, it sounds really, it's not sense for me, because this product was approved by doctors, and now they had shown poor performance and maybe positive drug tests. That's not sense for me. Maybe it's some, like a lack of information, or like maybe some competitors are using like some maybe not honest,
they're
dishonest.
they're taking, you know the expression? They're taking ad you know the expression? Advantage. Oh.
Advantage.
They're taking advantage of the rumors. They're taking
Yeah.
advantage of it. That's aproveitar. To take advantage of.
They take advantage. Yes.
Okay? Okay. So let's do this. Let's go around. I want to hear from all of you which company you're going to choose. And maybe I'll just add one thing. Tell me what strategy, what are we going to advise them to do? What strategy are we going to tell them to follow? So Sergio, if I understand you correctly, you're going to choose Maxi Muscle, and the advice you're going to give them is to rebuild their image. We're going to invest in them, but we're going to expect them to rebuild their image and dispel the rumors. Right? That's your idea?
Exactly.
Okay. And they can dispel the rumors because they have a doctor. They've got medical results backing the product, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Okay? Rebecca, which company would you choose, and what strategy would you advise them on?
Well, I would like to choose a company about selling wine. It's my.
But we don't have that choice. We just have.
These rows. Okay, I thought okay.
Just these two. In the next class, we can do a wine company. That's okay. But for today,
no, that's a kind of practice, my. Okay, fruit smoothies.
Fruit smoothies, excellent. And what's your advice to them? What are we going to tell them to do to overcome their challenges, based on what we've been talking about?
My advice to sell them is. Sorry, wait a second.
Okay. Or ask your dogs.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer. Sylvia, did your dogs escape and go to Rebecca's house? She's always
Probably.
Ah, okay, because we always hear dogs from Sylvia. Sorry, go ahead, Rebecca.
Well, the advice is always to create a good image around the product. You know,
Okay. And,
it's essential for a product. If people think the product is the best in the market, 50% of the job is done.
right, right. And don't forget some of our keywords as well. So as you're doing this, you might want to open your map like this. You might want to take a look at key phrasal verbs. For example,
And that, okay.
here's an example, just a quick example. Well, you'll come over much better once you've addressed the brand identity, right? So I used came over in the past, so I could use it here, just as one example. Okay, so that was Sergio and Rebecca. Jose, which horse are you betting on?
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, John?
Which horse are you betting on in this race? Horse? Cavallo?
Course?
Horse!
Metari.
How do you say horse in Spanish? Not cavallo?
What horse? Caballo?
Caballos.
Okay.
Yeah. Which horse are
Caballo.
you going to bet on? Apostar.
Yes. Okay. I bet in innocent drinks.
Innocent drinks. Okay. And what
Yes.
strategy? What are you going to advise them? What should we advise them?
Yes, I put more money on marketing strategy. I change the packaging and the labels in order to that the product have a long life and the product will be more attractive to the customers.
Okay, good. Except for one question. We can't change the shelf life because it's a fresh product.
Yes.
I don't know. We can't change we can't make it a long life product. It's not possible that I know of. Not unless we make it less healthy.
If I change the packaging, is not possible.
No, you can change the packaging.
Yes.
But you're talking about innocent drinks, right?
Yes, I'll change the packaging.
But the packaging has clever slogans and cool designs. So why change it? The packaging's okay, I think. Take a look at the last paragraph.
Yes. But the packaging on I'll change the bottle.
Are you sure? Okay.
I don't know that the product will be conserved better.
Oh, I see. Okay. It could work, but I don't know if conservation is the issue. Just because it's fresh. So what we do need to invest in is like good refrigerators so that we get
produce. I am thinking about add some additives in order to the product could have long life.
Business Angels, it's a radical idea. A health food with additives. What do you think? Do we agree with Jose? Take a vote. Do we put additives in the product?
If I add additives, the product could have long life.
That is true. Anna Carolina, do you think we can sell it as a health product if we put additives in it? What do you think?
No, of course not.
That's the problem.
It would turn the product into unhealthy products.
Yeah, or at least the public won't view it very positively, even if it's.
I would suggest to keep it then frozen or or maybe ask some uh, food tech, technol technologists to develop
Technologists, okay?
to, to develop a new packaging.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe I don't know, something to make them last longer.
Well, if it's possible, sure. Let me just one last before we go. Last point, Aka, you have an interesting idea in the chat window. Before we go, you have a business strategy idea, something that doesn't take a lot of investment. I don't think. Tell us about
Yes,
your idea
because
before we go.
the idea behind the smoothies is to drink it fresh. So that
Right.
means if we move it close to the schools, who likes fresh smoothies? Kids
I think
or
so.
also business people who doesn't have time to prepare it at home, or yeah. So and they want to have something fresh and healthy. So
Okay. So
kids need it, and business people want it. Move.
sounds good to me. That's it. Business people want it, kids need it, so give it to them.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Listen, everyone, before you go, if you want, you can turn this into a writing assignment, and I'll be happy to correct it. Take your ideas, write them up as a proposal, send them to me through the verbal chat window. I'll correct them and send them back to you. It'll take me a while because I'm notoriously slow, but I will do it. So we're going to stop here. We're going to start a brand new unit on Monday. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 GMT for learning from pictures, and at 10 GMT for the next in our short story series. Okay? Great participation, everyone. Questions or
Thank you.
comments
Bye-bye.
or writing, send it to me.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay,
Bye.
thank
Take
you. Bye.
care. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.